Hey, I have a second channel. Cube Compium TDX. Hey everybody. So we have this Lenovo ThinkPad notebook that's in for service. And I've already actually got it fixed, but I do want to talk about what was going on with it. And the reason why I'm not doing a video of actually repairing this thing, or I didn't do a video of the repairs, is because this machine had a lot of personal information, like personal files and stuff on the desktop, and this had a lot of stuff on there. And I felt for the privacy of the owner, it'd be best not to do a video of the repair. But the issue with this machine was it wouldn't connect to the internet, and it was just doing some really bizarre stuff. Certain services wouldn't load, certain drivers wouldn't load, like the network driver apparently wasn't loading, the sound wasn't working, all sorts of crazy stuff. And it wasn't detecting like USB flash drives and things like that. It was just, you would think it was probably infected with something, but turns out that was not the case. And the thing is that I want to talk about in this video is why it's important that you don't jump to a conclusion when you're trying to diagnose a problem, or you go to repair a system. Sometimes it may just be easy to go ahead and just wipe and reload Windows on the machine. But I mean, if this machine didn't have a whole lot of custom settings on it, a lot of pay software installed on it and things like that, maybe I would have went ahead and just did a reinstall. But again, this client had a whole bunch of pay software on it that would have been, it would have been tricky for him to get it all reinstalled, because I mean, he had a lot of stuff on there, and he had things customized the way he wanted them. And I would have hated to have to reinstall Windows on the thing and have to have him start from scratch. He was really to the point where just anything I could do to get this thing to work right would have been great. But so yeah, the thing is, it was, again, certain things weren't working. You could not get it to connect to a network. Like, you would click on available networks, nothing to be there. And if you went to the classic control panel app for the network and sharing center, it would show that the dependency or service failed to load. And again, no sound. Flash drives wouldn't be detected. I know it wasn't an issue with the computer, because the flash drives would be detected at startup when it went to look for a boot device. Lots of crazy stuff. So one thing I tried that ultimately fixed the problem was running a simple command, and you may have heard of it before. You bring up command prompt and you type sfc/scan now as one word. Scan now as one word. So sfc /scan now, and let it run. And so I let it run, and it found some corrupted files, and I was able to successfully repair them. But what was crazy, it was I restarted the computer and it was still acting weird. So I went ahead and backed up the files on it, and the way I was able to do that was the customer had installed a second drive in this machine. This computer actually has two M.2 slots in it, and one was already occupied by a 512 gigabyte SSD, and he bought a 1 terabyte SSD to add into it. So luckily I was able to just back up his files. I was able to transfer his files over from the SSD that had Windows installed to the second SSD. And that was sort of the plan, if I had to reinstall Windows, was to copy over everything that I could copy over. I mean, he had stuff everywhere. He had stuff on the C root, he had stuff in the desktop, had stuff in his documents, of course, but just had stuff everywhere. And I was just dreading having to reinstall Windows on the thing, because, again, as a power user, when you have a lot of things customized the way you want them, it's not the most fun thing when you have to go back and reconfigure all those settings and reinstall all that software. But lo and behold, I had the Windows 10 USB flash drive inserted went to restart the computer. I was over here working on a power supply. Matter of fact, I think I was actually extracting parts, components off this Delta PSU PCB. The thing restarts, and all of a sudden I start hearing Windows sounds. I'm like, I haven't heard any sounds on the thing until now. And I look over and I see the network icon is there, and I click on the network icon, and it's able to see available Wi-Fi networks, and it was detecting flash drives and stuff just fine. I did run malware bytes on the thing, and it didn't find any detections. So yeah, apparently something had corrupted some files in Windows. I don't know if the customer did it by mistake or what, but somehow or another those files got corrupted, and it caused some issues where some services would not load and some drivers would not load. It just acted like a corrupted Windows. But yeah, running SFC/scan now fixed it. And that's something, if you're having issues with Windows not working properly, that's kind of like my first go-to option to try to get things to start working right, is to run a system integrity check. It will check the integrity of files, look for corrupted files, things like that, and make repairs. So yeah, again, that's why it's important not to jump to conclusions. If you got a computer in for service, if you work on computers, or if you're repairing your own system, and a lot of times you'll think, okay, this is going to reinstall Windows. Sometimes you can avoid having to do the reinstallation by running simple fixes. Try to do some basic troubleshooting steps first before you go to reinstall Windows, because in the case of you working on someone's computer, it can save you and your customer a lot of trouble, because it's much nicer when you can repair the issue at hand without having to do the do the lesser desirable repair the actual problem instead of just doing the blanket fix of reinstalling Windows. So I'll get to return this machine back to its owner, and it'll be working, I would say, the way it was working before it started acting up. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.
Well everybody, that wraps up for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the computer channel, and be sure to tick that bell so you'll get notified when new videos are posted. Also, don't forget, I have a whole lot of other interesting videos here on the channel to check out. And also, in addition, I have a second channel, CubeCompMTDX, where I have all sorts of other videos not exactly related to technology. Links to the channels are available at the end of this video. Again, I thank you for your support, and thanks for watching this video.